the best of the week on Relevant Radio.
You're listening to Marriage Unhindered, and I'm your host, Doug Hinderer, licensed marriage and family therapist. Let's jump out to California to Sylvia. Hello, Sylvia.
Hi, how are you?
I am great. Thanks so much for calling.
I just wanted to comment on, I've been married for 25 years with my husband. We're married in a Catholic church, and we have no children by choice. All these bad things and evil that's going on in the world, I chose a long time ago before I even got married that I wasn't going to have children. I told the priest and everything. They're fine. My husband's fine with it. And it's not like we use contraceptives or nothing. We just practice
natural family planning, abstinence.
Exactly. Yeah. We're in our late 50s already. But this world we live in is so evil and so full of bad things that happen to kids that, I decided that I didn't want to go through the heartache. And even, I see so many people getting divorced. The first year they get married, bam, they're pregnant already. Yeah. And then the second year they're already having an affair. And who suffers? The little kids.
Well, that's true.
The children are suffering, Yeah. And I said, no, I'm not putting my kids or any child through any pain like that because anything can happen. And then people having children that have no funds to take care of the child and they're starvation. And I'm sorry, that's just the way I feel about it.
Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt about it that our society is, in our world, it's a difficult one to raise children in. But, if we all stopped having children, what would happen to the world, right? And I would argue that we need good people like you to bring good people into the world who can change it and can make a difference in it. The world's always had its challenges. It's always had its struggles. It has just always been a difficult place to live in, going back to Cain slew Abel, right? But I think what we need is good people, Sylvia, like you, to bring children into the world who can make it a better place, oftentimes, yeah. So, Sylvia, let me ask you this. Looking back now, would you make the same decision now if you were getting married today?
Yes.
Okay.
Every time. It got stuck in my head by my mother. She passed away already. And she even told me, don't ever get married. Don't ever have kids.
Oh, no.
I was in nursing school to become a registered nurse. And then I lost her and I dropped out. I went through a deep depression. Then I met my husband and we got married. Yeah. He wasn't Catholic. He became Catholic in order to marry me. Not that I forced him into it. He just decided that he wanted to become Catholic in order for us to get married. Just decided that, hey, we're happy the way we are. We get to go places anywhere we go. We don't have to worry about a babysitter or anything like that. Just go and have fun,
Yeah,
and we just, to be honest, I don't know what it was. I just don't desire, and I never did desire to have a child, to be honest. I don't know why. I just never wanted to. Not that I don't love them. I do have plenty of nephews and nieces, but as far as me having one, that just wasn't going to happen.
Got it. All right, Sylvia, thanks so much for calling and giving us that perspective. I appreciate that. I do enjoy hearing from people who have a different way of looking at things and a different perspective. I just look at my children and how much they've added to my life and how much they've added to the quality of my marriage and to my wife and I. And I can't imagine life without them. I'd be so lonely without my kids. Yeah, they bring a lot of chaos, and it's scary to be sure. Yeah, you don't get to travel the way you want to, and you don't have quite as much fun and all that kind of stuff. But man, I can't, they add so much. At least that's how I see it. They've added so much to my life. I can't imagine life without them. That's kind of how I see it. Anyway, Sylvia, I appreciate the call, appreciate your thoughts, and I'm just gonna tell you I got a different way of looking at it. That's what makes the world go round. So got a couple callers here who might have a contrary opinion of that. So let's go to Evelyn. Hello, Evelyn.
Hi, Doug.
Thanks so much for calling.
Yeah, I was listening to Sylvia, and she sounded like a wonderful woman that could have had so many kids and enjoy. We lost a good mother of many children there because you sound like it, but there's so many, many marriages and others out there that have given bad example and here we lost one very good mother today because I've been married for 53 years. I have 4 children, 16 grandchildren, 3 great-grandchildren. And there has never been a dull moment in my life.
Well, that's true.
And they give me so much joy, Doug. It's even hard to picture it in words. I get tearful just talking about them. But, children are so wonderful. And to tell you the truth, these children, my 4 children, is the reason why we held on to our marriage.
Yeah.
We held on to it for dear life. And look, our 50-year celebration was jam-packed, 150 people there. Our bishop, 2 priests.
Oh, my. That's great.
And they all, some of them witnessed our marriage, and they said they have seen everything in our marriage, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
How beautiful it is.
Yeah, for sure.
So I just want to flaunt about the sacrament of marriage because it is the most beautiful sacrament that our God has gifted His creation, and the beauty of children and. Oh,
well, and Ellen, I want to thank you too for the way you worded it initially, and the gentle way that you said, "Boy, with Sylvia, we feel like we've lost a good mother. That she would have been a good mother because she seemed like such a nice person." And thank you for that perspective and for the kindness that you showed to Sylvia too. So, and I agree, and I our society encourages people, I think, to make wrong decisions sometimes, and that's a shame. But God bless you, Evelyn, 53 years. I hope you get, 25 more, get to 75, 78 years of married life and get a chance to see great, great, great grandchildren. So thanks so much for the call, Sylvia. And I got an email that just came in from Maureen that said, hello, Doug. I thought one of the main reasons for marriage in the church is to have children. And if you specifically don't want to have children, you cannot get married in the Catholic Church. Well, that's my understanding, too. It sounded like Sylvia said that, right from the start, they didn't want to have children. And so I don't know about that. But I do think that, one of the things you've got to attest to is the fact that you are willing to accept children as God sends them. Good point, Maureen. Thank you for your email. This entire episode of Marriage Unhindered is on the updated Relevant Radio app. The Relevant Radio app is completely free and updated daily with fresh articles, podcasts, and prayers.